Hey everyone, Ben Taylor here and welcome to today's video. We're going to be discussing all about Lightroom. Why is it I'm being so secretive about the word Lightroom? You may be surprised to know that not every photographer likes Lightroom. In fact, some photographers like to go out into the wilderness and take pictures of the wilderness or portraits or landscapes. Whatever it is they're taking a photo of, they like to take their camera with them, take the photo with the camera, and then that's where it ends. But for me, I like to take a great photo, see that it looks good, and then use Lightroom to just make it even more delicious. Now, I understand there are naturalists that like to just take a photo with their camera, but for me it's a bit like, I don't know, going to a party when you're not on a diet and someone offers you another piece of cake. You're gonna have it. Okay, so that was a really bad example, I admit, but you should think about Lightroom as something which complements your photos. So you can have an image which is good to start with, but then you can use Lightroom to really make it amazing. So we spoke a little bit about Lightroom, but I'm going to now give you 5 reasons why, if you're a photographer, you should be using Lightroom to get even better results with your photos. Reason number 1. Organising. We've all taken our camera out one day, really excited about the prospect of taking the perfect image. Then we've taken the shots and we've rushed back home really quickly so that we can download them on the computer and then we can look at the photos we've taken. The problem with this is, generally you'll put them on your computer and you won't organise them because that's the last thing on your mind at the time. This is where Lightroom takes care of it all. Okay, so we've got Lightroom open in front of us now. Now, the first thing you need to do is go up to the Library tab at the top here. Click on Library, and then on the left-hand side at the bottom, you're going to see the option to import. Click on Import. Now, when you've imported, it's going to come up with some options here above you. Now, it's worth knowing that if you had the camera plugged in, which I haven't currently, it would come up with your camera above the options here. And this means you could just double click into your camera and then you could download and import the files from there. So what I'm going to do is, because we haven't got the camera plugged in at the moment, I'm going to just choose one of these areas to import some of the images from. So I'm going to click on the local disk F. And then I'm going to choose this folder here which says retouching. So I'm just going to click on that. And as soon as I click on it, you can see on the right hand side, in this grid area here, all of the photos in this area on my computer have come up on the Lightroom panel. So all I now need to do is click on the first one, go down to the last one that I'm going to import into here, shift click it, and then simply come down to import. Lightroom will now import your files and photos into here, and then when you've got these photos imported, all you then need to do is go back to the files area, and then it will have the folder or the area on your computer that you've imported them from. So lastly, you can then just right click on this and then you can rename it if you want to something like retouching 2 and then press save. You now have your files imported into Lightroom, and this means that you've now got them organised. You can actually take this a step further and you can also create more folders inside this folder by pressing create folder inside retouching 2. I'm going to put this as retouching 3. I know the names are so original. Pressing names here, retouching 3, and then click create. And then if you open this up here, you can see inside here I have retouching 3. Now it's unhighlighted at the moment, and that's just because there's no pictures or files currently in there. But if I wanted to, I could edit these photos and then drag them in there, and then it will add the files or the pictures into there, and then it will suddenly become highlighted again. Okay, so number 2. I'm not swearing at you, I'll turn it around. Number 2. It's now like a peace sign. It's not good either way, is it really? Number 2 is ease of use. So Lightroom is incredibly easy to use. If you've tried Photoshop, the learning curve in Photoshop is like that, literally. So It's not something you could jump into Photoshop straight away and you could just start using options and then know what you're doing. It's quite complicated and it can really put some people off learning it. But Lightroom is incredibly easy. With Lightroom, you have Lightroom and it looks complex. It looks like it's got things on the left, in the middle, on the right. But then as soon as you understand just a few of them things, you're able to use the options really quickly and easily, and it just really transforms your editing. Number 3, Lightroom will transform your photos like 1,000,000%. Probably not that much, but it's going to make them look amazing. If you don't believe me or you've never used Lightroom before, take a look at this. So this is a picture which has come straight out of camera. And it's a lovely shot. It's a beautiful landscape picture. It's got the lovely waterfall in the foreground and it's got the kind of rolling hillsides and the grass in the background. You've also got this nice colour in the sky here. But for me, this colour's a bit faded and you can't really see it. So I wanted to take this picture into Lightroom and then to make a couple of changes and then show you what Lightroom can do to a photo to improve it. So let's just go on to the image which I have done in Lightroom and have a look at that. So look at the difference. I basically took this image and I've made all the colours stand out so much more. I've even changed a few of the colours here so it brings this nice red and it gives this kind of like rustic kind of look to the rocks here. So this is a change that you can make in Lightroom and I honestly took around about 2 minutes or less to make this change. Now I would actually probably go back and bring the saturation of the colours down a little bit, but I just wanted to show you the kind of level of change that you can make in Lightroom to your photos. Okay, so far we've covered 3 reasons why you should use Lightroom if you're a photographer. Now we've got 2 to go, but I thought at this point in the video I'd like to share with you that I love making these videos for people to enjoy. And I hope they're valuable and I hope that they are helpful. I'd love it if you're able to support me. All I'd like you to do is just hit the subscribe button. Now if you've got a computer, don't hit the subscribe button because you're going to break your screen. Just use the mouse thingy and then click the subscribe button. And then if you just click the notification, and then that means you'll get notified every time I bring out a video. And this just supports me as a video creator on YouTube and it allows me to make more and more videos for you to enjoy. Okay, so enough of all that anyway, let's move on to reason 4. Reason 4 is speed. Now, Lightroom is great for making changes really, really quickly. So if you go into Photoshop, it's going to take you quite a long time. But with Lightroom, you can make changes, global changes, very, very quickly in the Develop panel. So if you've never had experience with that, let's show you what the Develop panel is and how you can use it. Okay, so we're back in Lightroom. Now currently we're on Library. This is what we were on when I was showing you how to organise your photos. To the right of Library, you've got something called Develop. This is where we can make the changes to our images. So I'm just going to click on this, make sure it's highlighted, and then click on Develop. This is a beautiful image of Josie, who's a model I know and take photos of. So as you can see in this image, it's a bit dark and it's not particularly a great picture. The lighting was all wrong. So great news for me, I can use Lightroom to kind of bring back the details in this image and I can do it really quickly. So I'm going to go through a few of these options here on the right hand side which you can make changes and edit the image with, and then I'm going to show you how quickly I can do it. So this image is a bit dark, so I'm going to push up the exposure. So I've added lightness into that. Then the contrast, I actually like the contrast of the colours kind of where they are, but maybe I'll just push it up a little bit. And then the highlights, they're actually quite bright, so I'm just going to bring them down slightly. And then the shadows, there's not much detail in the hair and in this darker area, so I'm going to push up the shadows to bring back the detail in the hair. I'm not going to touch whites because that can really affect skin tones and we don't want to do that. Blacks I'm going to push up so I can get some more detail back in the black area, so push up to add more light in the blacks. And then finally we have these 3 sliders down here. I'm going to leave clarity where it is, and vibrance I'm going to push up to add more colour into the image. I'm not going to touch saturation because as you can see if I push that up it's going to make her look like she's been on the sunbeds, which I really don't want. So I'm going to bring that right down. So okay, this is the image now. Now, we've just made the changes in about less than a minute. If I wasn't explaining what I was doing, it'd probably be about 30 seconds. So let's have a look at what we've done. I'm going to hit the backslash key on the keyboard, and this is going to show us the before. Okay. And you can see this image before was completely washed out. It was dark, it was underexposed, and it really particularly wasn't a great image. Poor form me. Okay, so look again at the changes. And we've made them changes to this image and really brought it back from the bad place it was in. And we've done that in about 30 seconds. Okay, so finally, now we've arrived at the reason number 5. Now this is a bit of a controversial one, and that's because it's called competition. So imagine you're a budding photographer and you want to make photography your living. And it's a great living, it's a really enjoyable one. But it can be very competitive. So for instance, let's say that, I don't know, Fred, that's not a particularly good name, and he is a photographer. You've learned photography, but you're not using image editing software like Lightroom or like other programs like, say, Capture One. But Fred is. So Fred's producing these amazing photos, and the reason he's producing these photos is because he's using the image editing software. Fred's able to take his images to the next level, whereas you're just taking your photos in camera and you're not editing them any further. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to be competitive in the world of photography and you want to be successful, programs like Lightroom and Capture One are so important to use. They will enable you to produce amazing images where you're just able to take them to the next level. Okay guys, so that's today's video wrapped up. I hope you've really enjoyed it and I hope you found it valuable. Now remember, if you liked today's video, then please take the time to just hit that like button on YouTube. Let me know if I've done a good job, and it'll only take 30 seconds, or probably not even that long. And then most of all, most importantly, if you could just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification so I can grow this channel and then get out and reach more people and help them learn the world of Photoshop and photography. Really appreciate you spending your time today with me watching this video, and whatever you do for the rest of your day, have a great day and I'll see you soon.